it's Emmeline. So today I'm going to teach you how to make chocolate cupcakes. So later on in the week I'm going to be doing some recipes that involve this chocolate cake recipe. So instead of showing you guys how to use the recipe a bunch of times, I'm just going to teach it to you one time. And this recipe is my absolute favorite. It is so amazing. And so there are two ingredients in this recipe that I know a lot of you guys question because I have made this before. And the first one is sour cream. So I think a lot of you guys wonder why there's sour cream in these cupcakes and you think it would taste gross. But if you really have a problem with the sour cream, then you can always use Greek yogurt. But trust me, you don't even taste it. It just gives it more of a creamier texture. And the second ingredient that a lot of you guys were also wondering about was coffee. And coffee, with any type of chocolate, it really helps to bring out the chocolate flavor. So you won't necessarily actually taste the coffee, but if you really don't like coffee, you can just make the coffee very light instead of making it very strong. So with that being said, if you guys want to learn how to make this, then just keep watching. So first we're going to start off by adding 2 1/4 cup of flour, 2 cups of sugar, 3/4 of a cup of cocoa powder, 1½ teaspoons of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Now we can just take our whisk and mix this all together. Now in a separate bowl, we are just going to put in 3 eggs, 1 cup of coffee, which is cooled, and 1 cup of vegetable oil. Now we can take our mixer and begin to blend this together. Now I'm adding in 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Last but not least, we can add in our 8-ounce container of sour cream. Now that it is all mixed together, we can take our dry ingredients and just add it in a little bit at a time, and then blend it up, and then add a little bit more in until we have used all of our dry ingredients. So I got these wrappers from Etsy, and I'm just going to take a few of these so we can begin to fill our cupcake liners. And this recipe should make about 24 cupcakes, maybe a little bit more, depending on how much batter you put in. So I'm just taking an ice cream scoop and scooping it into the cupcake liners. So we can just place these in the oven at 350 degrees for about 18 to 24 minutes. So now it's time to make this amazing frosting. It is so good. So I'm just starting off with 1/4 a cup of warm water plus 2 tablespoons of warm water. So I have this right here in this cup, and now we are going to be adding in 1/4 of a cup of cocoa powder plus 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder. So now we can just take a spoon and begin to mix this together, and you will slowly start to see that it starts to form into basically just like chocolate, and this part smells so good. If you guys have ever been to Hershey Park, it literally smells just like that. It is so good. Oh my gosh. So yeah, that's basically what we're just doing for this part. Now we can take 2 sticks of butter, and we can also add in a pinch of salt, and by the way, the butter is unsalted. And now I'm just adding in 1/2 cup of confectioner's sugar, and we can just blend this together until it is light and fluffy. Now I'm adding in 1 pound of melted chocolate. And now we can begin to add in that mixture that we had just made. And once again, this frosting smells so amazing when you're mixing it together. It is so addicting, so just a warning. So now we can just take our blender and mix this all together. So these are the cupcakes when they are all done baking, and just make sure that they are cool before you put the frosting on. So this frosting is more of just a type of frosting that you just kind of use a spoon to like spread it on rather than pipe it on. And yeah, so basically I'm just taking a spoon and just spreading it on top of the cupcake. So this frosting will eventually harden a little bit, and if you do put it in the refrigerator, it will harden back to almost like a solid chocolate, but then if you leave it out, it will melt back to this. So you guys can basically eat it either way, but it tastes so good when it is just melted like this. So I hope you guys enjoyed learning how to make these chocolate cupcakes, and these are absolutely amazing. So if you guys are chocolate lovers, I really suggest that you guys try these because they are so good and they are super addicting, so just a warning. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you guys do make it, definitely send me a picture to either my Instagram or Twitter. And if you guys do it to my Instagram, do it to my personal one because I'm not always on my Sweet Emmeline's one, so I just realized that because a lot of you guys send them to Sweet Emmeline's and I'm not always on there. So yeah, so I hope you guys are all having a lovely day, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye!